This is a copy of our uniform order. I'm not actually sure how long ago we put it in, honey. Was it a couple of weeks?
Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, there has been some delay with the orders. They're all stacked out in the back room at the moment. I will need to go and check it. Will you excuse me for a moment? Good morning, can I help you?
Morning. Just want to put in a registration form for my child for kindy next year.
Fine, I'll just need to check the details on this. Would you mind waiting while I attend to Mr. and Mrs. Smith's uniform?
Sure.
Excuse me a moment.
How exciting.
Oh, yeah, very nervous.
First child?
Yeah, absolutely.
Boy or a girl?
Boy.
We were in the same space as you were last year. Our little boy's starting pre-primary this year.
Oh, wow. Just so many things to try and get your head around. And
It's a bit daunting, isn't it?
very daunting,
The
yes.
school gives you a package and it's got so much information in it. They even tell you what to pack in their bag, for goodness sake. So it's pretty easy.
Wow,
Oh, it's
that
brilliant.
sounds good.
Really helpful.
Yes, we're a lot more confident now we've got a year behind us.
Oh, I hope I feel like that after a year.
Oh, you will. You will. Look, if you've got lots of questions and stuff like that, we'd be happy to sit down and talk with you.
That'd be great.
Well, while we're getting the uniform stuff, we
You
can do
don't
that.
mind?
No, not at all.
Oh, that'd be
Well,
great.
look, my name's Mark.
Oh, and hi, Mark.
I'm Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. I'm Alison.
Well, come on over, Alison. We'll just sit down and talk about whatever things you want to talk about.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, how long have you been in the area?
Oh, I just moved in, so
Ah, I just moved in.
doing the unpacking.
Oh, yeah, we've done it a couple of times. It's pretty tough.
It is. So how can we help you? What would you like to know?
Oh, where do I start? There's lots to know. If you're able to sort of tell me what happened for you guys and maybe take it from there,
Okay.
Sure, start at the beginning. You can ask us some questions, maybe.
that'd be great. Yeah.
So
We were really positive about telling him, oh, you're going to have this happen and lots of friends to play with and things like that, and not be negative and say, oh, you know, they're going to sort you out, boy, when you get to school. And he was really excited about it at school.
he
wasn't
was really excited, yeah. And we actually took him to playgroup and something called, I think it was called Kindy Gym, where he actually had to wait and take turns with the equipment, and he also got to associate with other children because he's an only child. And it actually made a really big difference to his school experience once he got here because he knew how to do those
Yeah,
things.
huge. And even simple things like dinner, having a conversation around the table, being able to take turns in talking and things like that. It's really important. I mean, it's important in school, and he gets to learn that before he comes, and that's really helpful. And plus teaching manners and stuff like that.
Okay, it's like the please and thank you
Yeah.
and those sort of
Yeah.
things.
It comes from home, doesn't have to come from school. He gets
Okay.
prepared for that. Worked for us well.
Absolutely. But probably the best fun we had was going out and buying the stuff for school. and unfortunately we had a bit of a hiccup because he decided that he wanted the Spider-Man backpack and it was almost as big as him.
It was so
Oh,
funny.
dear.
So to
was
watch him
huge.
walk off with it on his back was really quite amusing, sort of waiting for him to topple over backwards.
I think he did a couple of times.
But he got to pick a lunchbox in the right colour that was suitable for him, and he picked a drink bottle that he thought was cool, and that just made it that bit more exciting for him.
Even just writing his name on the stuff, and he just got really into it. He was really looking forward to school.
He was.
It was great.
Fantastic.
The printed information the school gives you is absolutely amazing, and there's so much information in there. I used to keep it on the bookshelf and refer to it every second day because I'd forget things. But also the parent information sessions that they hold, you really should go to those. It gives you a chance to meet the teacher, listen to the routines, and find out how the classrooms run, and also it makes you feel a bit more comfortable. Sometimes parents can feel a bit odd about going to schools.
Ask lots of questions too. We had some things we weren't too sure about, didn't pick up any information, so ask them away.
Yes. I don't think she expected you to ask her if she was free for dinner though, honey.
Well, when you got it, flaunt it, baby. The other thing too is like simple things make a lot of difference. Like the basic clothes and gear that you give your boy before he comes to school, shoes that are easy to pull on and pull off. They're usually very excited about playing and things like that, and all of a sudden they've got to go to the toilet. You want to have something that pull his shorts on and off easy, doesn't require belts and buckles and things like that. Little things will make a big difference to him. They did for Bryce, didn't
Absolutely. Thank goodness for Velcro shoes. It's all.
Yeah, definitely.
But and take him down, walk around the kindy before he has to go. So it gives him a chance to get to know the place as well, so he can see where he's going to hang his bag up and see where he's going to be going to school.
Yeah, it gives him a bit of
That's a great
familiarity.
idea.
Yeah. No surprises, then, eh?
No, none at all.
None whatsoever.
I really can't stress enough to read that information package and to go to the information sessions. It's crucial because, well, our first day didn't go that well, did it, Mark?
Build a bridge, woman. A bridge. No, I took him on the wrong day.
Oh, well, that was good.
Yes. Luckily, someone else knew what the day was, and so she took him.
I had to take him the next day, and we had to sort of smooth things over a little bit, but the teacher was wonderful.
Yeah.
And he had a really good first day. It was great.
Well, that's good.
It was.
So what happens if they get really upset on the first day?
No.
That's,
Our teacher was great. She said to us that a little routine. Go on the first day, going with the child. So we did. We went in with Bryce and just sort of played with him, did puzzles with him, read books with him, things like that. And then when we were ready to go, we went and told the teacher, and we said goodbye. Didn't make it a long, drawn-out goodbye, you know, with gone with the wind, hugs and kisses sorts of things. Just see you later, and had to make sure we told him that we'll be back to pick you up. We're going away, but we are coming back and pick you up. And then we had to turn around and leave, and that was the hardest thing because he started to cry.
Imagine. Yes.
And he's like, ugh! You know, but we just had to walk away, don't look back. And he was fine within a couple of minutes. He was back playing with all his friends and his newfound friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and look,
gosh.
the other thing is if he continues to cry, the school will call you anyway. So look, come back and get him. He's really, really, really upset. But 9 times out of 10, it was fine. I mean, Bryce was great, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was absolutely happy.
Oh,
He was full
okay.
of beans when we picked him up.
Mm.
She also said it's important for them to have like a good lunch to keep them going through the day because they do go for a full day. It's important that they've got some fuel to burn and it's not going to be burnt off really quickly, otherwise they really flag in the afternoon and it makes it difficult for them.
Not sugary stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they just go like 100 miles an hour, and then halfway through the day they're just like,
Stop. Yeah.
So, yeah, really sensible stuff.
Once school started in your Bryce School, what sort of things did you find sort of helped him along and to settle?
Probably showing an interest in what's going on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably important. And important to build a rapport with a teacher too.
that's
Get to know
really
them
important.
and the teacher assistant because they have an equal role in what happens with your child. So if you build a rapport with them, you feel a lot more comfortable asking them questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're really nice.
They are.
They're really good.
They're lovely.
I guess the other thing too, you know the sorts of things your mum and your nan used to do? Just little things like, I don't know, reading to your child and just the simple things that they used to do for us when we were kids. Do them because they worked.
I remember how much Bryce enjoyed
Okay.
counting out the knives and forks on the table.
Over and over
and over again.
But it was good though. It was really good and it worked really well.
It did.
Showing interest, is that like being positive, that sort of thing?
Yeah, it is, but it's more too.
Okay.
Like
So-
showing an interest in everything that he's doing in school is really important. But not just that, it's like being a part of the school itself. Maybe join the PNC or the Kindy Mums organisation. You may want to come down to some of the events they have at the school, read the newsletter. All sorts of different things that are going on at the school. If you become a part of it, you're just showing interest and you're saying to your son, hey, what you're doing at school is really important. And it goes on from kindy right the way through, that he sees that you're really interested in what he's doing.
Even if you're just a
Okay.
bit busy and you can't do a lot, just putting your name down on the roster to help out in the classroom once or twice makes a big difference.
Even
Okay,
helping in the
great.
canteen, that works really great too. I mean, you're just getting your face seen around the place, and it's good too because you're new in the area. It's a great way to meet people.
Oh, that's a great idea. What do you mean by building rapport with the teacher?
Well, usually the teacher in the first couple of weeks will give you an opportunity to go and see them and have a meeting. And it's a really good opportunity for you to give them information about your child so that they can actually tailor the way they treat your child to suit their needs, but also for them to ask you questions if there's any concerns you might have or anything else they think might be needed for them to teach your child effectively.
Okay, great.
Yes, meeting the teacher is very important.
What do you mean by the things Mother and Nan used to do?
I just you know how when you're little, having an adult read a story to you was just a magical thing. Things like that. So reading stories and talking about what's happening in the pictures and saying things to them like, how do you think this person feels by looking at the pictures, and finger rhymes and nursery rhymes. There's a great author, children's author called Mem Fox, who actually says that if a child can remember 2 or 3 nursery rhymes and maybe the sequence of 4 fairy tales, then they're well on the way towards reading. It's like a really wonderful pre-reading skill for them.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Cooking is another great one because you can talk about size and shape and colour. Even just getting a box of Smarties and getting them to sort the colours is a really cool activity. Things like playing card games where they have to match the numbers or the colours is also a good thing, and board games where they have to count. It's great.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Darling, don't forget about baby talk.
Oh, of course. When our son was younger, he used to say things like wubbish and wabbit, and we used to think it was really, really cute. So we didn't correct him, and as he got older, it actually became a bit of a habit.
Yeah.
So the teacher actually said to us that we should correct him, not tell him off, but correct him. So when he says things like, "Oh, look, Daddy, a wabbit," we say, "No, son, it's a rabbit." And
then he would go, "Yes, Daddy, a wabbit." You had to really be sticking with it. It was kind of funny.
I know, but just that constant reinforcement of the correct sound. So it's really important to cut the baby talk out, probably around the age of 2, and to start telling them the right sounds.
Yeah.
I guess just remembering those key points, keeping a positive tone when talking about school, getting information from the school and making sure that you read it, managing the children's gear so that it's easy for them to manage, get to know the staff, get involved in the school, and the old-fashioned things like reading to your children.
And like Sharon said, once you've got those things down, then your child will be ready for school.
Fantastic.
Here we are. Sorry it's taken so long.
Oh,
That
that's
uniform,
okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Thanks
a lot.
I'll just check your form now.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I guess we'll leave you to it then, but it's been really nice chatting.
Yeah, it's been great.
Thank you so much for all of that. It's great.
I'm sure we'll catch up with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck with it all.
All right, thank you. Take
See you
care.
later.
Bye.
Come on, sweetie, let's go.
Form appears to be all in order. That's great. You'll hear from us in about 4 to 6 weeks. An information pack will be sent in the mail. So we look forward to seeing you then.
Great, fantastic.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your time. Bye. I'm so glad I met Mark and Sharon at the school today. Their information is so practical. I hope you find this DVD just as helpful, so your child will be ready to go to kindy too.